Hey guys, in this video I have the Jumper X68T. It's essentially another micro FPV tiny whoop style quadcopter, and it looks a lot like the Inductrix FPV. It's sold under the same brand name as the Jumper T8SG, the multi-protocol transmitter I reviewed previously. So this is a 68mm size quad, hence the name 68T. It uses brushed motors like I mentioned earlier and is powered by a single cell 300 mAh battery. It's got the same power connectors as most of my Hubsons and SEMA quads, so it shouldn't be difficult to find more spare batteries. Included with the quad itself, it comes with a charging cable and a battery. There wasn't any spare props, but when comparing them with the Eachine E10's props, they look identical. I received the bind and fly version, so it doesn't come with a transmitter. I prefer the bind and fly version over the ready to fly since I never plan to use the stock radios anyways. The 5.8 GHz FPV camera has a field of view of about 100 degrees, not too narrow and not too wide. I tested it with my Bosscam FPV watch and was able to pick up the signal pretty quick. You get a bit of the shroud in the view, which is perfect for helping you orientate with your surroundings. I did a few test flights around my apartment and there's a bit of interference, but that's probably the fault of my FPV monitor. I don't have a way to record the feed directly since my FPV gear doesn't have a DVR, so I had to record the FPV monitor with my camera. I hope you get the idea. Later in this video, I'll show you how to set it up with a Jumper T8SG as well as a Taranis with the iRangeX IRX4 Plus 4-in-1 module. In addition, I'll show you how to make it work with the NRF24 PPM multi-protocol module. Channels 1 to 4 are your standard aileron, elevator, throttle, and rudder respectively, while channel 5 is reserved for setting the flight mode, either acro mode or self-leveling mode. Acro mode can be a bit difficult for beginners to get used to, so self-leveling mode is ideal for most beginners. I'll quickly run through the process to set up the X68T with the Jumper T8SG radio. This radio uses Deviation TX, and Bayang is a protocol that is supported. First, go into the model setup screen and load an empty slot. Next, name the model by giving it a descriptive name. If you want, you could change the model icon to something that will show up on the main screen. Change the model type to multi since this is a multi-rotor. Set the TX power to 30 milliwatts. Select the Bayang protocol, and that's all that needs to be done. Next, we have to set up the switch for flight mode. The Jumper T8SG uses channel 5 for this purpose. Go to channel 5, hit enter, change it to simple. For the source, we choose the switch we want to assign it to activate either acro or self-leveling mode. Save it and exit. To bind it with the Jumper T8SG, plug up the battery and the LEDs should start flashing. Turn on your radio and it should bind with your quadcopter automatically. When the lights stay steady, then it's successfully bound. When the LEDs are on, it means that it's in self-leveling mode. Flicking the switch we set up earlier on channel 5 will put it into acro mode and turn off the LEDs. Flicking it back will turn self-leveling mode back on. Now I'll show you how to set it up with the FrSky Taranis transmitter and an iRangeX IRX4 Plus 4-in-1 multi-module. Select an empty slot and choose Create Model. Give it a descriptive model name. Scroll down and disable the internal RF module and make sure you enable the external 4-in-1 RF module by choosing MULT. Next, select the Bayang protocol. Last thing is to make sure you enable auto bind. Next, we will set up the flight mode. Go to the mixer page and scroll down to channel 10. Give the mix a name like mode. For the source, choose the switch you want to use, and that's all you need to do to set up flight mode for acro or self-leveling. For the Taranis running OpenTX and the iRangeX IRX4 Plus 4-in-1 multimodule, it uses channel 10. Other radios may use a different channel, so you may have to experiment to find the right one. To bind it with the X68T, plug up the battery and the LEDs should start flashing. Turn on your radio and it should start to bind with the quadcopter automatically. When the lights stay steady, then it's successfully bound. When the LED lights are on, it means that it's in self-leveling mode. Flicking the switch we set up earlier will put it into acro mode and turn off the LEDs. Flicking it back will turn self-leveling mode back on. And finally, I'll show you how to set it up with the inexpensive simple Multiprotocol TX module. This module costs about $10 and works with almost every radio transmitter. Select an empty slot and choose Create Model. Give it a descriptive name. Scroll down and disable the internal RF module and make sure you enable external module and choose PPM. Leave everything else as is and that should be it. To bind the PPM module with the X68T, first make sure your radio is off, plug up the battery, and the LED should start flashing. While turning on your radio, push your right stick to the top right corner and hold it there, and after a few seconds, the LED light should stop flashing and bind with the quadcopter. Anyways, that's it for this review. I'm a huge fan of microquads and have quite a few of these since they are fun to fly indoors. The X68T is great in that it can work with any radio that can speak the Bayang protocol. I think I found my new favorite quad. Links to everything I mentioned should be in the description. Comment, like, share, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.